What is up, everybody? Welcome to the very first live stream here on Mindfulness Kid. My name is Drew. You guys may recognize me from the channel Cobra Kai Kid or DrewTube. I have another channel, Drew's Music, which I just made. Joshua Bassett Tree, the DJ Show. I have a bunch of YouTube channels. Cobra Kai Kid is the main one. And if you guys know me from there, welcome. Thank you for coming over. And if you guys are coming here for the first time, if this is your first time meeting me, my name is Drew. Welcome. I have those other YouTube channels, which I believe are linked in the description below. And I'm just so happy. Whoops. I'm just so happy to have all of you here today. And I'm excited to be talking to you. Welcome to Mindfulness Kid. This is super, super exciting. So, what is this channel? What is going to happen here? Like, basically, I am such a big advocate of mental health, being mindful, and just living life the best that you could. It's not easy, but I just think it's super important. And I'm so fortunate that I was able to, discover YouTube and discover a place where I could be creative because I love making videos so freaking much. As I mentioned, I have multiple channels where I just make videos, make content. I love filmmaking. I love making videos. So that's been special. But over the years, I've also learned that it's not just about entertaining, but like there's something deeper, like we're all people, we're all human, and we all go through struggles. And it's great to make entertaining content, it's great to make people laugh and smile, but I think sometimes it's important that we acknowledge that not everything is always as great as it may seem. You guys see the videos that I put on there on my channels, where I'm very happy and I'm, talking about stuff that I enjoy, and that's all me. But at the same time, life isn't always just happy, good. Sometimes life can be tough. And I think it's important to be open about that and to not just pretend like everything's great. I mean, you go on social media and you see, all of these pages like posting them this at this place with this person, and you look at it and you're like, oh, that person must be so happy. But the truth is, like, everyone goes through their own stuff. Everyone's human, no matter what you think. Like, random example, Taylor Swift is the biggest pop star on the face of the planet right now. Just because she's that well known, just because she has money, and just because she has success doesn't mean she's always happy. She gets a lot of hate. I'm sure that's very hard on her. So this channel, Mindfulness Kid, I got the name because I just love the idea of being mindful. And if we look at the definition of mindful, which I had pulled up, but I accidentally X'd out the page. To be mindful is to be conscious or aware of something. And I think that's super important. Sometimes we do things, we say things without thinking, and it's normal. But sometimes we have to just be more mindful in life. Another definition is focusing one's awareness on the present moment, especially as part of a therapeutic or meditative technique. Sometimes we look ahead. Sometimes we worry about, oh my God, I have this thing next week. I have this event. I have this date coming up. I have this, whatever. But meanwhile, you're not focused on what's happening currently. Now, it's okay to think about the future. That's perfectly normal. But we also can't just look at the future and ignore what's going on now. So that's what it means to be mindful. And the kid I got from Cobra Kai Kid, which is my big channel. So Cobra Kai Kid, Mindfulness Kid, it's kind of like a branding thing. But I also think like we all should have a bit of kid in us, Now there's a difference between being immature and like being a kid, Like, I'm not saying be immature, but like, like we should all like still feel like we're able to be kids and have fun and enjoy life. And being mindful kind of gives you that feeling. So technically, that's not really why I got the kid part. I did get it just because it was Cobra Kai Kid, but I thought maybe I could like put like a second meaning to it. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be doing these live streams. Like, if you guys are used to seeing me talk about Cobra Kai, movies, all that stuff, these live streams are gonna be completely different. We're gonna be talking about life. Like, I know I got all my movie stuff in the background, but like this stream is gonna be about life. It's gonna be about me. It's gonna be about you. It's gonna be about everything, the universe, everything that surrounds us and binds us and penetrates us, the force. Sorry, I'm quoting Star Wars now. You know what? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We could slip in some movies like as examples, but basically, we're gonna just talk about life. I want to talk about my experiences. I want to talk to you about your experiences. This is a platform that I want to create a platform in which I wish maybe I had something like this when I am going through a tough time. So like when I'm going through a tough time or whatever, sometimes I feel like I have no one to talk to. Sometimes I feel alone. I don't feel understood. I don't feel helped. And I want this platform to be a platform for those who, for you guys to feel like you do have someone. You have someone in me. You have someone in the, like in the chat, like, you know, everybody in the chat. Like, I just want this to be like an inclusive environment where everyone feels welcome and loved and supported. And I always make this disclaimer: I'm not a therapist. I'm not a therapist. Now, I do go to therapy. I do go to therapy once a week. I go to therapy or life coaching, actually. So I've learned stuff, and I've read some books. I've watched some videos on mindfulness. I'm educating myself. So I'd like to say I have an awareness. I like to say I'm being mindful, but at the same time, though, I don't want you guys to think that I'm not going to say like, do this, do that, you'll be fine. Like, I can give some advice. I can try and help you out, which is what I want to do. But I'm like a friend basically saying like, hey, like we're here for you. How about this? Maybe like, I don't know. I just don't want you guys to think, oh, Drew knows everything in the world, which you probably don't, but like I've just got to put that disclaimer out there that I'm not a therapist. Me having this mindfulness kid channel doesn't mean, oh yeah, I know everything and I'm going to tell you guys everything. Like no. This just means I am intrigued about being mindful, and I love talking about mental health and helping people and helping myself and helping others and just becoming the best versions of ourselves that we could be, which is the banner of the channel. I literally have be the best version of yourself that you could be, which is super important. So that's what this channel is. So we're going to be live for a bit today, and we'll be doing more of these. And as you can see, there's no title. There's no like this is Mindfulness Kid live number 1. You guys comment whatever you want. We're going to go through each comment or the appropriate comments, and we'll have a conversation. We'll talk. We'll smile. We'll laugh. We'll give advice. We'll do everything we can. The goal is to be positive. The goal is to get better. So like, life doesn't just become. If things aren't working out, you can't just do. It's not always the case where you could just do something and then, oh, boom, the next day you're all better. Sometimes maybe if you're really lucky, but sometimes it takes time. But as long as you see that progress. So that's my little introduction. If you're just joining, thank you. If you're here on the live stream, thank you. If you're here on the replay, thank you. Let's catch up on our comments. Let's see who we got here. Thank you all so much for being here. The Cobra Kick. Is this Cobra Kick who I met in LA? Is this Cobra Kick who I met in LA? If it is you, man, it's so nice to see you. Ian Preston says this channel is going to help me. Hey, Ian, I help. I help. I hope. I hope it does. I hope it does. That would be awesome. I really hope it does. Mindfulness Kid says see you guys soon. Yeah, that's me. I was just kidding. Aryan Sharma says looking forward. What's up, Aryan? Thanks for joining. Howard Bennett. This is so awesome. We have so many people here for the first stream. Like, honestly, I wasn't sure how many people we're going to get, but this is pretty cool. Thank you guys. I really appreciate this. Our brand new channel, first stream. Wasn't sure how many people we're going to get, but this is awesome. Howard says, "Hey, Drew, looking forward to hearing you talk about mindfulness." Thank you so much. And guys, if you are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and also turn on the notifications, because when you subscribe, you don't always get the notifications. But if you turn on your notifications, go into your settings, make sure your YouTube notifications are turned on, you'll be alerted when I go live. I'll try and announce these beforehand, but yeah, just in case. The Silly Boys says hi. What's up? SZ, what's up? Welcome. Al says, yo, Drew, what's up, Al? Arion says, good to see you here. Good to see you too. The Silly Boy says, Drew, do you have Discord? I don't. I used to, but then like people were kind of like talking trash in there, so I had to get rid of it. Ian says, glad to be here, Drew-san. Hadley says, what's up? Hey, we were just talking about Taylor Swift, and you have that image over there. Howard says, good to see you, brother. Good to see you too, Howard. Al says, I have a fear of death. Oh, wow. We're just jumping right into it. We're getting deep right away. No, we're not easing our way into it. We're going right there. Look how, ow. It's a valid fear. You're not alone in that. I think a lot of people have that fear. That's not something that I am constantly fearing. Like, I don't live my entire life in fear, like, of death. However, that is a thought that comes up every now and then, especially like when you're doing something dangerous. Maybe you're like doing something that involves heights, and it's like, oh goodness, that could be it. Or I don't know. Like when I first started driving, that was definitely a fear of mine. But you know what? Eventually, you just gotta say, you know what? This is life, and you just gotta live to the fullest that you can. And living in fear will just prevent you from doing things that you would have never dreamed of. Love you too, the Silly Boys. Thank you for joining. Aaron says, you're awesome, man. You're awesome. Sean Davis says, it was worth the wait for this channel. Oh, I hope you get the joke. Oh my God. Sean, I get the joke. Thank you so much. So basically, Sean is referring to my new channel, Drew's Music. And I released some songs on there. My first song being Worth the Wait. Sean, I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you for listening and referencing that song. That is so bizarre. That is so surreal to hear other people talking about my music. So cool. Thank you. The MVP of YT says the new song on your music channel is awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate that. Shout out to Drew's Music. Thank you guys so much. Darth Chosen, what's up? Yo, how you doing? Storm Banger 2009. Hey Drew. Hey, what's up? Thank you for joining. Hadley says, love this channel. I'm really excited to see what content you post. Thank you so much, Hadley. Al says Drew looks the same since 2017. Oh my God. I really, it's funny because like I look at old pictures of myself and it's like, man, you don't like, you look like a baby. I mean, like, I don't like, I think I've like aged kind of, but like, I don't know. Like, let's see. Let me find like an old picture of myself. I look the same, man. Like, all right, well, this is me in 29. Oh no, I don't want to. That's a terrible picture. I don't want to pull that one up. I need to find a good picture. Can't find a good one. Okay. This is me in 2019. What are we in 2024? If I could pause it. Okay, here we go. Let me show you a picture of me in 2019. And I would say I look kind of the same. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Here. I'm trying to autofocus it. There we go. Yeah, that's me in 2019. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Kind of look the same. But you know what though? I'm going to the gym, baby. I'm going to the gym. So the goal is to have the same face, bigger body. We'll see. Listen, I can't tell you how many times I get, "Oh my god, you're in college?" Everybody thinks I'm like 17, 16 years old. I'm like, "Bro, come on." Sometimes people will guess my age. Sometimes people will get the right age. But then other times they say like, "Dude, you look like you're like I'll be like at the basketball court and I'll see like, these 16-year-olds and they're like, "Hey man, do you go to the middle school?" I'll be like, "No, bro. I'm in college. I'm like 5 years older. I'm like 5 years older than you." But you know what though? There's two options. You can either take it as like a negative thing or you could take it as a compliment. For me, I take it as a compliment because that means hopefully, I'm hoping like when I grow older, I still have that baby face, because it's nice to look young, to be youthful. I don't think anybody gets old and says, "I want to look old." So for now, you know what? I'm gonna take it as a compliment for now. Also, like I feel like it's like it's my personality. Maybe I look younger and I act kind of more energetic. I don't know. I try to take it as a compliment, but I get that a lot. Clifford says, "Hey Drew, what's up, Clifford? Thank you for joining. Nice picture you got there with Jacob Bertrand." Ian says, "Agreed. We all get anxious, like, oh my gosh, how am I going to get through it?" And then I just do it while being scared and happy I did it. Yeah. I mean, that's such a huge thing. Wait, who am I? Who did I talk to? Who did I talk to that just had something like that? I'm trying to think. I don't know, but it's so common. It's so common. It's like you think of something and it's actually really funny. Like, especially for me, I like to get things done. I feel like for me, it's hard to have things planned for like a later date. Like maybe like if I were to plan something for a week from now, if it's like really important, it's like, oh God, now I have a whole week to stress and worry about that thing. Meanwhile, if I did it tomorrow, just get it done. However, the only negative in that is sometimes, you need that time to prepare. You know, I might say, like, let me just do it tomorrow and get it done with, but then I might not really be mentally prepared for it or physically prepared for it. Um, but having it down in a week, like a week from then, you might be a little stressed, you might be a little anxious, but it gives you time to prepare. And then, yeah, it's funny because like a lot of times we stress over things, and then when we do it, it's like, oh, that really wasn't that bad. Why was I stressing? And that's happened to me so much. I'm sure it's happened to you guys. It's so common where that happens, and it's normal. The key is to just not let it like ruin you. Like if you have an event in a week that you're nervous for, you shouldn't be wasting all of your time thinking about that one event and just letting that like make you super super anxious, because that just doesn't really do any good. It's okay to be a little nervous and to be a little anxious, but if you're my light fell. Why does this light fall all the time? Anyway, it's okay to be anxious sometimes, but you don't want to let the nerves like overtake you. You can say, "You know what? I'll be nervous for maybe like a minute or I look like I'm about to tell a scary story right now with this light. It's okay to be nervous for a little bit, but then you tell yourself, you know what? All right, that's it. I'm just gonna let myself be nervous for this little bit, and then that's it. I'm gonna take control of the situation. Nerves can't get me now." Okay. All right, there we go. Don't fall, light. Don't fall. Okay. SZ says Miyagi-Do was all about finding balance. Even when he taught Daniel to cut the bonsai tree, he was teaching him mindfulness. Exactly. Cobra Kai Nation. What's up, Shamoon? Thanks for popping on here. Hope you're doing well, man. We should all be mental health advocates. It would make the world a better place if we can help each other as best as we can. 100%, man. Thank you for joining. And it's definitely great that you're spreading that. I mean, you have a platform too, where a lot of people are looking up to you. So it's great that you feel that way. Because you can spread positive messages. I know you've done that. So yeah, keep doing that, man. Keep being you, keep doing good things, and keep inspiring people. For sure. Al says the best Karate Kid life quote is from part 3 when Mr. Miyagi tells Daniel it's okay to lose to opponent, must not lose to fear. Yeah. Howard Bennett says, I do have to say, as being a second, blah, 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 blah. That's what happens, guys. That's what happens. I do have to say, as being a second degree black belt in Korean mixed martial arts, me and my classmates and my master, we too have practiced mindfulness in the real world a lot. Yes, mindfulness goes beyond martial arts. It goes beyond everything. It's life. It's life. 20 people here. Yes, sir. Big Sean Boy says, I'm ready to learn from your new channel, Drew. Keep it up. Oh, thank you. Thank you for being here, Sean. Appreciate it. Howard says, being a special needs person, I understand about depression. Ultimately, we are all the same. We're all humans. And yeah, I mean, everyone goes through it. But I'm sorry that you're I hope you're okay now. And I'm glad you're here. Aaron says, life coach, might as well put your money on fire. Johnny from season 3. Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly. No, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, Johnny and I wouldn't agree on that. Yeah, I mean, depression doesn't exist in Johnny's dojo. It's a joke. Well, MVP of YT says, sometimes I get bullied and I get stressed and upset, but when I go on YouTube, I see you. I get excited because you give the best advice in life. Thank you, man. Thank you. Jeez. Sorry. I'm like, I need to like, I mean, I get it because, I have, certain people that, really inspire me too. And, just seeing their content makes me happy. So the fact that like, I'm that for you, man, I mean, it means the world, I don't like, I really don't take it lightly. I think it's like, I think it's crazy that I just made a channel and it kind of took off. And it's awesome. And I'm never gonna, I'm always gonna be thankful for that. But like I think like, it's really just become more than just like in the beginning it was just I just want to talk about Cobra Kai. I just want to talk about it. But now it's become something more. It's like, kind of talking to people and inspiring people and entertaining people and I helping people. I mean, you're saying it's helped you, and that's, I mean, that's all I can ask, man. Like that. Thank you. Like, I mean, that message right there, that just meant the world to me. So thank you. And I see so many comments like that, and it just freaking means so much, man. It means so much. Ryan says, how's it going, bro? It's going good, Ryan. Oh my God. That last comment. Jeez. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm a big water drinker. I'm sure you guys have noticed. Off topic, but I'm a big water drinker. I'm sure you guys see in all my live streams and all my interviews, I have this freaking giant blue water bottle with me. I probably take like 50 strips, 50 sips per stream. Water's good for you though. Water's good for you. So it's not a bad thing. I used to be obsessed with apple juice. I only used to drink apple juice, which is so terrible. because there's so much sugar. I drink apple juice for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like literally, I would have like chicken parmesan with apple juice. I would have pizza with apple juice. I would the most weird combinations. Um, Now I only have apple juice for breakfast, and other than that, I just drink water. And I always have the thing you guys should know about me. Well, you shouldn't know it about me, but it's just like an interesting fact, I guess. Um, I always have a water bottle on me. I don't go anywhere without a water bottle. And if I go somewhere and I forget water, I freak out. Even if I'm not thirsty, my mind is like, "Oh my god, you don't have water, you're not okay." And I always like carry cough drops on me or icebreakers. I always like, I don't know, my throat gets parched easily. I always need like a like something like chewy or like minty or water. I don't know, man. I'm just weird like that. Um yeah. Oh, so what'd you say? How's it going? It's going good. It's going good, Ryan. How are you? um yeah, I'm doing good. I went to the gym today right before the stream and I felt really good about that. Went for a half hour, got in like a really good, quick workout. The thing with the gym, you don't need to go like for 2 hours to do good. You can go for half hour and get it like I don't go my phone. I just go for a half hour. I just boom, 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 and I'm out. It's hard for me to stay there for a while because I'd much rather be doing other stuff. Not exactly like a huge fan of the gym, but like, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. Clifford says, what is your suggestion for cheering one's self up? Good question. What is your suggestion for cheering one's self up? Yeah, so for me personally, when I'm feeling down and I want to cheer myself up, I try to do things that I know no matter what will make me happy. And sometimes you think like nothing will make me happy. I am so sad right now, nothing will make me happy. But I'm sure there are things. For example, for me, if you guys have ever seen the show Impractical Jokers, that show is phenomenal. I absolutely love that show. It's so good. What do we? Oh no, I don't have it yet. I oh no, did I order it? No, I think I might get an Impractical Jokers poster for back here. Maybe it was kind of expensive, so I might not, but we'll see. But I thought I did. I was looking at it on Amazon. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, Impractical Jokers is a show that I love, and it's not just a show that I love, but it's a comedy. So it makes me laugh. And I've watched the episode so many times, so even when I'm rewatching an episode, it always makes me laugh. No matter what mood I'm in, no matter what I'm going through, I watch that show and it distracts me. It makes me feel happy. Now, is Impractical Jokers the solution to curing life depression? No, no, not at all. I can't just say, you know what? That's all right that I get depressed all the time. I'll just watch Impractical Jokers. No, because like that's not healthy. You know what I mean? Like obviously you want to try and minimize the depression so that you don't have to turn to things to cheer you up all the time. You just want to be able to live and just enjoy. However, there are times where you just go in these depressions and you need to cheer up. And for me, Impractical Jokers cheers me up. Another thing that cheers me up, I don't know if I would say cheers me up, but it helps, is music. When I'm going through something, I write music. And if I'm just sad, if it's like the same sadness, then maybe not. Maybe I won't turn to the music. But if I'm going through something new and it's like, oh, wait, I can write about this. Like I kind of take that depression or I take those feelings and I write about it and it kind of distracts me and it makes me feel good in a way where, oh, I wrote a new song and it's actually a banger. Like it's funny because I always say, I mean, like, listen, I'm kind of joking, but like, not really. So it's like, for me, I've had different, whatever it is, whatever situation happens to me, whether it's an experience with a girl or an experience with a friendship or experience of sadness and the different situations, it's like, damn, this sucks. However, I can write a banger song out of it. And then I do. And I'm like, you know what? That situation sucked, but I got a good song out of it. And like, I'm telling you, some of these situations that have happened, I've wrote some amazing songs from. Like for me. Like, I won't get into like maybe we'll get into specifics, not right now. But I just remember there was one situation that was just so bizarre, so crazy. I'm like, what the frick is going on here? And I was just I just had all these thoughts like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? And then I was like, wait a second, like, let me just write all my thoughts down and then put that into a freaking song. And I ended up writing like a banger song. Like, and it was like a pop song that I like, it was nothing like I ever wrote before. I might even have a bit of it. Let me see if I have it. Um, I don't know if I do. No, I don't. I want the. Oh shoot, I do have it. Ready? Ready? Here, I'll play it for you guys. So this is a song I wrote when I was in my feels. I studio recorded it, so it sounds nicer, but the lyrics are good and it has like a bop. Ready? Oh, it's called Over You. So like all my like none of my songs have this like there's a little beat to it, which I find it's hard to like write that. But I mean this one came so easy because of how I was feeling. So I'll just play a little bit of it. Here it is. Over You. There's words. I just don't have it here. Ready? And that's it so far. So yeah, I gotta work on that. That was like when did I do that? Oh my god, that was like last year. That was like maybe 8 months ago. I gotta work on that. I gotta complete it, but I haven't touched that one in a bit, but I love it. Now the reason why I show that to you is because like you see how happy I was? That song I wrote like when I was really sad. But I got something good out of it. So going back to your question, Clifford, I watch Impractical Jokers. I write music, like things that make me feel good. So it's like try and just go to things that make you feel good to cheer yourself up until you can like, because sometimes you need those like temporary fixes. Now, when I say fixes, I'm not talking about drugs. I'm not talking about alcohol. I don't do that. I've never smoked anything. I've never drank anything, and I never will. It's just not for me. And it's, definitely something that people can do. Drinking can ease pain, smoking can ease pain, and that's why a lot of people do it because they're in pain. But I just not a fan of it. Not a fan of it. I want to change and be better through my actions rather than letting drugs and alcohol and substances affect me because it'll only make you worse. I feel. Now, yeah. So I hope that answered your question, Clifford. I know I kind of said a lot there. So, and I know I kind of went a little all over the place. Let me know if you have a more detailed question, or something you want me to elaborate on. Because I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can do to cheer yourself up. Ryan says you saw Chang Can Dunk. Yes. So, just for everyone out there, Chang Can Dunk is a Disney Plus movie. So, yeah, let's check this comment out. So, and I like this. Yeah, if you have like a movie or a show that you want to like kind of like get a lesson from, like if you have a question based off of that movie, like Ryan has here, like please ask. So Ryan says, you saw Chang and Dunk. Even though I don't agree with Chang cheating, I understand him. I know what it's like to be underestimated by your peers and deemed insignificant. What do you think, Drew? Yeah. So, I mean, do we want to spoil the movie for I mean, I guess we kind of already did. Yeah. Okay. I guess like I won't spoil the movie, but I'll just say like, all right, cheating at something to look better. And being underestimated by your peers. You know, I just don't think cheating is the right thing to do. And a lot of times we want to impress our peers and impress our friends and impress the girl over there or the guy here. You want to look good for whoever it is. But the most important thing you can do is to be yourself. And if you fail, you fail. You'll do better next time. You give it your all. It's better to fail than to cheat and to win. Because if you cheat and win, you're not even a winner. You're a cheater. It's worse. It's better to be a failure than a cheater, I think. Cheaters never win. Wait, what? Winners never cheat. Cheaters never win. Is that the quote? Yeah. Al says, "What's your gym routine, man?" Yeah, man. So, okay. So the thing with the gym for me, and if anybody has any like, not that I'm the one to go to for like physical advice or whatever, but like, I mean, I'm getting back into it. So I feel like if you guys want to talk about that too, if any of you have any gym stories or questions that you want to ask or share, then please do. But for me personally, so story time. Back in high school, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I was always super, super scrawny, skinny, whatever you want to call it. And I hated being called skinny. I was always really, it's I feel like there's this thing where people think that it's okay to call someone skinny, but it's not okay to call someone fat because calling someone skinny is a compliment, which I think it depends on who it is and what the context is. If it's like a friend that's like, dude, like you're so skinny, man, like good for you. Like you've been losing weight. Like, I don't know, like sure, it's fine. If it's like a close friend. But like say like you have like a stranger who's like, bro, you are skinny. You're like a stick. You're like a twig. Like what is that? Like you're just all bones. Like I've been called bones. I've been called stick. I've been called twig. I've been called like all the freaking crap. And it would just make me feel so insecure because here I was seeing people that I saw were stronger than me, bigger than me, and I already felt bad about myself. And then I have strangers and people who I am not friends with and whose opinions I didn't ask for telling me that I'm skinny. And whether you mean it in a nice way or not, sometimes it doesn't always come across that great. So I would say like, just be mindful. I mean, literally, that's the channel, Mindfulness Kid. Just be mindful when you're talking to someone. I mean, it's literally none of your business. Like, when I see someone, I don't tell anybody, like, dude, you're skinny, you're fat. Like, I don't care, man. You're doing your life. I'm doing my life. Plus, I'm freaking insecure. So why am I gonna bring up something that you may be insecure about? And that's why I think people do it. A lot of times people bring things up because they're insecure or they're just not being mindful, or they're just being rude. So I was always so insecure about my weight and all that. And I was in high school and I was always skinny and whatever. And I played basketball. And so always the skinniest one, always being pushed around. Um, and yeah, I mean, the gym, like, look, when I was in high school, I didn't really have any interest in going to the gym. I've tried, and then I maybe went a couple times. I was like, it's just not really for me. Still not for me. Like, I don't like, I don't really like enjoy it, but some people do. Some people do. I don't enjoy it. I mean, dude, when I say, like, when someone asks, like, what are your interests? I don't say gym. I say basketball. I say guitar. I say making movies. I don't put. Maybe I say like being like walking, hiking, working out, or so. I don't know. I don't say like going to the gym. I don't really consider like an interest or whatever. So anyway, when I was in high school, sorry, I was trying to think, like, how old was I? I was in high school. I tried to go to the gym, just didn't work out. And the reason for that being, I was just so depressed from high school. I was so, like, stressed out. I would spend like hours in school and then to just come home and then go to the gym. I had no energy for it. So I was like, dude, can't do this, man. I can't do this. Then the pandemic happened, the quarantine. And I was like, you know what? I have time now. I have time. A lot of people, like, for me, okay, so a lot of people like thrive really socially. So like when the quarantine happened, they just like fell apart. But for me, I was like always by myself, introvert, doing my own thing. So when quarantine happened, it was literally no change. Like, it was not that different for me. The only difference was I wasn't going to school. But like the people thing, like, it was not a change. It was not like an adjustment for me. In fact, I was like, dude, I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna like do some cool stuff for myself. I literally like started making more videos on YouTube during the quarantine. I started the channel in 2019 before the quarantine, but I didn't have time to really post as much as I wanted to. Quarantine started, boom, videos. And that's when my channel started to grow. So I wanted to go to the gym. Well, actually the gyms were closed. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to work out from home. And dude, crazy, bro. I would work out every day, chest, biceps, all that. And I was like in good shape. Like there was a video I did. Like there was a video I did. I think it was waiting for Cobra Kai season 3 be like, and that was in 2020. And like my arms were ripped, my chest, like not like ripped, but like I felt like I filled out. I was like, damn, you went from like if you look at the Cobra Kai episode 1 recreation, I went from that to like a really like good body shape that I was happy with. And it's because I was working out. And I worked out for like 2 years straight, and I was doing really good with it. And then about a year and a half ago, depression. Fell off the gym, had no motivation, stopped going, and I didn't go to the gym for like a year and a half. And then I would try to get back into it. I would like sign up for a membership, try to get back, and then I would fall off. Here I was in 2020 doing it for 2 years straight. I was going at it. I was so good. And then I feel like I lost like so much of my progress. Because I was getting a lot stronger and then I just stopped. So like obviously that that does something to your body. However, last week I decided, you know what? It's time, man. It's time. I was playing basketball at school and I felt insecure. I felt like the skinniest one. And I was like, you know what, man? I need to take some action. So I'm getting back into it. Now, it's important that you do it for the right reasons. you don't want to just go to the gym to look good for other people. Like you want to go to the gym to feel good about yourself. And like, look, it's kind of both for me. And like, let's be honest, I feel like that's the truth for all of us. Like, I'm not gonna like come out here and just say all the perfect stuff. Like there's certain things that I do, and I'm aware it's not maybe not the best, but like, the initial motivation of going to the gym is to like present myself and like, oh, like he's not skinny. Like he looks good, looks strong or whatever. I don't want to be a freaking like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like, I don't know, like good body type. Um, but the most important thing is to feel good about yourself. And when I have been going, I haven't been feeling good about myself. Even if like there's not like a quick like change right away, it's like there's something about it. You just feel like my arms are sore right now. Feels good. I'm like, okay, it's working. When you look good, you feel good. So I feel like that goes hand in hand. So what's my gym routine? Day 1, chest, triceps, shoulders. Day 2, back, biceps. Day 3, legs and abs. Haven't been able to do legs and abs because I hurt my leg playing basketball. And then take a break. But like that's my goal is to go 3 days break, 3 days break, 3 days break, 30 minutes each time. However, like sometimes like the last, like I literally just started going a week ago. Things happen, so it like kind of gets in the way. And if something happens, I'm like, okay, I'll just go the next day. I'm not like hard on myself like that. Oh, you have to go every day or whatever. You got to cut yourself some slack. Like you see how I view it is I went from not like taking a huge break from the gym to getting back into it. So as long as I'm doing it, as long as there's progress, like then I can like amp it up a bit. But for now, like I should just be proud of myself for going, you know? So yeah, that's my gym. That's my gym talk. Clifford says, "Do you think things like music and comedy help de-escalate anger?" Oh yeah, I think so. For sure. For sure. Um I think yeah, anger is a tough one. Yeah, it's not going to be angry. But it's natural. It's natural. I think like listening to soft soul music, it's hard to be like, when you're listening to a soft soul song. Put on some headphones. Nice and easy. Put on something comforting, you know? Zarth Trojan says, usually whenever I get upset, I go for a walk outside and just listen to music. Same here, man. Same here. Ian says, listening to music will help calm your nerves for sure. Clifford says, I used to have stage fright, so I joined the drama club. Problem solved. That is brilliant. You see, Clifford, what you just said is such a good example of like, there's two things. What's the problem? You had stage fright. You could either say, well, you know what? If I have stage fright, I just won't go on stage. There you go. Problem solved. That fixes it all. But then you'll feel like you're missing out on something. So what did you do? You joined the drama club. And I'm sure it wasn't easy. I'm sure maybe like like right before, maybe you had some second thoughts, but you did it. You conquer your fears. And now not all the time you do not it's not every time like just because you try something doesn't mean it's always going to work out, but you try it so you know. Like that's something I've been telling myself a lot recently. In the past, I wouldn't try things. I would be afraid to try something and I wouldn't try it because that way I would avoid failing or being disappointed. But now I tell myself, if there's anything new that I can do, I'm going to try it. And if I don't like it and I don't have to do it again, I won't do it again. It's always important to try new things. Water, baby. Water's healthy. I know. I'm like so behind on the comments. Oh man. MVP says, Drew, no offense, but you kind of look like Harry from Spider-Man 1. Dude, are you talking about James Franco? I'm not offended by that at all. I think that's a compliment, man, to be compared to James Franco. Hell yeah, man. I'll take that, bro. Thank you. Dave B, don't apologize. Thank you for joining. Love to you too, man. Thank you for being here. kind of sounds judgmental too. What are we talking about? Um, I know I'm kind of like I know I'm like a little late on the comments, but Karate Kid Lounge, thank you for joining. What do you mean by that? Because I don't know what you're referring to because we're a little late in the chat. So just let me know. What are we talking about? Says Layla. We're talking about everything and anything. If you have any questions about life, about anything you're going through, throw it in the chat. Ian says, I was bullied as well. I was made fun of, name called, gossiped about, and touched in a way I didn't like. The touching wasn't too serious, but I didn't like it. Okay, so when it verbal abuse, not good, never good. But when it gets to a point of actually something physical happening, then comes the point where you can't keep it to yourself and you got to tell someone about that, especially if you're a kid or if you're someone younger. If you're under 18, you gotta talk to someone about that. Because that is not right. Nobody should ever do that to you. So I'm sorry about that, Ian. I would talk to someone about that. Not good. Not good. And it doesn't matter if the touching wasn't too serious. Whatever it was, if you didn't like it, nobody should touch you and do something like that without your consent. Rex says, hey, how's it going? I had the most awkward jujitsu class tonight. What kind of jujitsu class? I want to hear about this awkward jujitsu class if you want to share. Melissa said, Melissa, I love how every time like you come onto a channel stream, whatever the channel is, you put the channel name before. So it's like, you always say Cobra Kai Kid or Jutsu, but now it's a Mindfulness Kid. It's like, it's awesome. It's fun to see. Bonsai, I'm so sorry I'm late, but I was at the gym, completely lost track of time. Melissa, don't apologize. We will do more of these. And you were at the gym. We were literally talking about the gym. You were at the gym bettering yourself. That's great. You were at the gym for you. You got to do what you got to do for you. That's great. You're here now. It's all that matters. Don't be hard on yourself. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you for being here. Rex says, I was getting stronger and losing weight, but that all fell apart. I've gained a lot of weight and stopped going to personal trainer. I do have ways at home. I can do something at home. You know what, Rex? It's working out is tough because it is something that if you don't stay consistent with it, you see the effects. And certain people, if you don't work out for a couple days, the progress goes away. It's pretty crazy how it works. Now, as I was talking about, like I got off the workout grind too, but I'm getting back into it and I'm slowly doing it. Now, it's all right to, to take it slow. If you want to get back into it, get back into it. You don't have to go like 1,000 miles per hour as soon as you get back into it. It's a process. Life's a process. Trust the process. So I wish you the best with that. Cobra Kai Underground says, what's up, man? How are you? I'm doing good. I'm really happy to be here. Happy to be streaming with you guys and talking to you all. It's really fun. H4554N says, been watching you for ages. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate you for being here. Melissa says, I used to be the overweight person that everyone would make fun of me, but now after an illness caused me to lose a lot of weight, I decided to keep it off by going to the gym. Hey, you know what? As long as you're doing it for you, screw the people who are making fun of you. If you're going to the gym for yourself and you feel better about yourself, that's what matters. Like, even like, it sucks when people are mean, but like, when you see a mean person, when you meet a mean person, it's like, okay, you're not for me. Sometimes people meet people and they're like, oh, like this could be a friend, but then they make a mean comment. It's like, yeah, see ya. It's happened to me a ton. I've met people and I'm like, wow, maybe this would be a friend. And then I'm like, and then they say something not nice. I'm like, okay, never mind. We are going to wrap up soon. So get in your last questions. And we'll do another one of these soon. Rex says it was a geek class and it was out of my comfort zone. My normal coach was not there and I hardly knew anyone. I only knew two people and I don't know how to tie a gi belt and I hardly spoke in it. Hey, you put yourself out of your comfort zone, which is super important. It's so easy to stay in your comfort zone. And, you know, the fact that you went to the class and it wasn't maybe exactly like you thought, it's just a good, like, it's a good example of what life is. Because in life is just always going to throw you things left and right. You can't prepare for everything. So the fact that you did that is great. And maybe next time you could like kind of say, you know what? I didn't speak that much in the first class, but maybe I'll speak a little more in the next class. You know, you kind of like give yourself that goal of speaking a little more, something like that. One high school regret was not taking a drama class. Yeah, regret is a big thing. I was actually considering joining theater at my high school and I never did. I wouldn't say I regret it. I didn't really look at it and be like, yeah, I definitely wanted to do that. Theater would be cool. I love theater. I love theater and that'd be awesome to be a part of something like that. But you know what? It's okay to regret, but hey, maybe there's like drama classes you could take now. Maybe there's things online. Maybe there's courses offered at colleges that you could sign up for. You know, why? Like maybe you didn't do it back in high school, but maybe you could still do something with drama now. Why not? You know? All right. We're going to end on this question from Melissa. What's the best advice that you can give about how to be the best person in life and how someone like me could be a good mentor to students? Whew. All right. Big question here. Best advice you can give about how to be the best person in life. Why do I smell burning? I have my window open. Oh my god, dude! I got scared for a second. I was like, "Is there a fire in here?" Imagine. No, that's got to be coming from outside. I'm like sniffing the mic. Anyway, no, I think it's from outside. I have the window open. It's okay. Let me shut the window. Should I shut the window? It's fine. Whatever. If there's a fire behind me, just let me know. I'm sure I'll be able to see it through the webcam. But the best advice you can give about how to be the best person in life. I mean, I don't think it's necessarily about being the best person in life. And I don't think you should ever feel like you have to be the best person because the second you think, oh, I'm the best person, what then? We can always grow. We can always learn. Like, life is always introducing new challenges and new situations. No matter how much you think like, no, I'm going to keep my life simple. I'm going to keep it like this. Like there's certain things that you just can't control. I mean, and that's an important thing too, is knowing what you can control and knowing what you can't control. So I don't think you should worry about being the best person in life, but maybe just worry about how to be better than the day before. Setting little goals for yourself and doing kind things when people aren't watching, not looking for credit, putting your best foot forward, being kind to others, but also being kind to yourself. When you're kind to yourself and when you feel good about yourself, it's easy to help others. Sometimes if you're not feeling too great about yourself, it may be tough to help others. So I would say stay true to yourself and just try and better yourself every day. Little steps. And we can talk more about like what kind of steps those could be. We could talk about that on the next stream, like what little steps can we take to better ourselves. And how could someone like me be a good mentor to students? To students, like what students? Like to maybe to other people? I don't know like what you mean by students, but like I can say like for like other people, how can you be a good mentor? Just setting the right example. Just setting the right example, especially to younger people. I have a 2-year-old cousin. I have a 5-year-old cousin. 2-year-old cousin's young, doesn't really understand much right now, but the 5-year-old is very smart, very keen to surroundings, and it's important for me to not, to set a good example. I'm not gonna like curse around her. I'm not gonna say bad stuff. I'm not gonna talk badly about other people. Not that I would do that anyway. Like I would never do that. But at the same time, though, it's like here you have someone who's young and who looks up to you and is taking in life for the first time. I mean, like, let's be honest, as a kid, like when you grow up, you look up to people around you and you don't know like what to do. And then you see someone doing that. And it's like, oh, maybe I'll do that. That looks like the right thing. If they're doing that, I should do that. You want to look up to good people, set good examples. And I think it's really important. Especially if you are mentoring young kids. I mean, there's so many situations where you have terrible mentors and the kids just like, I'm not going to get into specifics, but I have met some kids who do not have good attitudes, like some middle schoolers who attitudes were just not there, not good. And then I met the mother of that kid and I was like, yup, I see where he gets it from. So it's important that you just set a good example and just try and be good. So I want to thank you all so much for joining. Get out of here. There's no Cobra Kai clip. Are you joking? Are you trolling me? You're trolling me. There's no clip. But nice try, though. Wasn't going to fall for that. But I want to thank you all so much for joining. Mindfulness Kid, live stream number 1. Melissa, H4, even though you just trolled about a Cobra Kai clip. MVP, Cobra Kai Underground, Ian, Dave, Rex, Karate Kid Lounge, Clifford, trying to get everybody, Layla, Ryan, Sean, Howard, Darth Chosen, Al, trying to get everybody. Cobra Kai Nation, SZ, Hadley, Stormbanger, Sean, Silly Boys, Aryan, Cobra Kick. I think I got everybody. Thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate it. This has been absolutely great. Loved this stream. I think this is a successful first Mindfulness Kid stream, and we'll do another one of these. Follow me on. Remember, guys, subscribe, turn on notifications, subscribe to my other channels: Cobra Kai Kid, DrewTube, Drew's Music, Joshua Bastree, the DJ Show. I have links in the description. If you subscribe to those channels, if you follow me on Instagrams and all that stuff, I will let you guys know when I do these lives. I'll try and like schedule them a day in advance. I'll be posting on the community tab, but the most important thing you can do is subscribe and set your notifications so you get the alert. This was a lot of fun. I really enjoy this. I really enjoy talking to you guys. I appreciate this community here. It's really special. It's really special. And the fact that we can talk about this and we can be open with each other, it's beautiful. And I want to thank you all for the kind words. Thank you all for asking your questions, for giving your advice, and for lifting each other up. Let's continue to do that. So thank you all. See you guys on the next one. And until then, have a good day. Bye, guys.